And good evening, everybody. This is David slash Asher, and join me, of course, is MPX. Not in the best moods right now, but. And we're going to be continuing with our horrible experiment known as let's see how long we can go through Mystic Quest. And there we go. So I did the one thing, and now I'm back at the tree, and I've also changed the text, but we're gonna try and go through this a bit better. Spell, and if I remember correctly, arrow, spell, arrow, arrow. Alright, we have to go this way. Oh no. Oh, spell Lizardos. Eat the tree!
Oh, right. Probably shouldn't talk about that on live. Oh well.
Which thing?
Update for AT.
Oh, right, okay, yeah. That.
They're adding in a new, boss for the extra mode. Well, not the extra mode, the one mode that you're barely touched.
I've started
VR
using
mode.
it as of late, but that's more of just because, I can use...
Well, it's a Lovecraftian horror boss.
Oh, good! I mean, they kinda need it, because...
Well, it's going to be sort of like a wave boss, like the current... Oh, right, I need to do that. I completely forgot.
Alright. So, we don't need to go this way because we got the item over there, I believe.
Double checking stuff.
Double checking.
Oh yeah, have you figured out what you want to do after?
There has been a recommendation from our current compatriot suggesting maybe I should do Trials of Mana.
Yeah.
And by Trials of Mana, they mean the remake Trials.
Yeah, of course, not the original.
I mean, like, technically I can do the original if I really wanted to. I mean, I do have collections of mana and a capture card. Okay. Just trying to see where things were. And he did have a specific route that he wanted me to take, given the way that Trials works.
Mhm.
That makes sense.
Well, it is like, well, shares probably more with Saga Frontier than, well. Then again, I keep on thinking Mana Games is Secret of Mana, which technically is not the first Mana game.
Technically not, but...
It's probably the most dissimilar, honestly, from the rest of the Mana trilogy. Well, Mana games, period.
Yeah. Good God.
Because it's far more linear than those. Like, there's different perspectives, different stories, different people to play as. So,
Yeah. Double checking where this one... boy. Yeah, this is where I start getting a bit confused. Is like, where do I go from here? Think... Second floor. Okay, that brings me back down to here. How do I get over there? I don't. Okay, where does that beanstalk bring me? No. Okay.
also, have we run out of new enemy sprites at this point?
I think so? So I think I have to take this one. No. I need to somehow get over to that side. That's from 8. How do I get to 8? Sorry if I'm just like looking over maps and stuff. It's like, where do I go to here? Okay. Smacking leeches with axes. I mean, I don't think there's any more enemy types, because I think they're either all recolors or they're boss monsters, which those are always going to be unique.
Well, not all of them. Obviously, some of them have been reused.
Yeah.
But, actually, most of them have been reused, haven't they? Well, except for the truly unique ones like
The dragon skeleton, the twin-headed hydra.
yeah, the ones with multiple damaged farms, usually.
Well, everything has multiple damage forms, but we're talking like...
I mean, you know what I mean. Not just, you know,
one and
damage
done.
one. Because that's what I mean by multiple damaged farms, because technically you'd say that the first farm is non-damaged, therefore doesn't count, or, you know, because it has 0 damage, it still has, you know, relevancy, supposedly. I don't know. There.
Something more than 2 to 3.
Something more than just the one that most regular enemies only have.
I think Medusa technically has 3. Like, the later versions of Medusa. Good God. Hmm. Oh no, sped down. I mean, we could talk about, like, games that have been released, or, like, impressions of games that have been released this week.
Unfortunately, not too many people have been purchasing Sandland on Steam to get a good grasp of how good it is. It's positive.
Oh, yeah. Technically the same thing's happening with, Megaton Musashi.
Well,
Okay.
Megaton Musashi has always been weird to me because I thought that game came out years ago, and it did, in Japan.
In Japan. That was a Switch exclusive.
In Japan. Like, this is the first international release?
First international release because, like, the first time it was released, there was like, oh, maybe. And then, like, the second time was like, oh, it's updated, but now it's no longer Switch locked. And now a free-to-play model?
Yeah, that was the weirdest thing. It's like, I didn't realize it was a very different game than I thought it was. I thought it was like, oh, it's a mecha battler. You just pay for the game and you play it, versus like some weird live service model.
That's the weird part, is that version 1 and version 2. Version 1, it was what you would expect. It's like, okay, it's very similar to games like, apparently, Custom Robo and Gundam Breaker. But then, like, when they did the version 2 that added story and add a bit more stuff to it, it went to a free-to-play model, which really... What? Why? But then they're coming back with it. No, you pay it and you get all the content of the free-to-play model that was not. That was purely cosmetic and you bought through the shop. Whereas, like, the events are in the game as standalones and you can replay them how many times you want. Because apparently, and this is no joke, apparently they do actually have all the giant mecha crossover events in the game. Still. So, yes, you can get, like, Mazinger, Voltes V, Combatler 5.
Nice. That limited gating problems.
Yeah. But they still have a weird, like, oh, yeah, no, there's, like, a deluxe edition that's... Oh, boy. Heal? But the one thing I've heard about it is that it's Can you not fucking petrify him? Is that, like, there's all these, like, cosmetic stuff that, like... Oh, man. But then again, there's also the current chicanery going on with Stellar Blade.
Well, yeah. I think it's something of, like... It's unfortunately... Well, we're dealing with just simply the release on PlayStation, right?
It's currently a PlayStation 5 exclusive. Time.
So, a lot of that censorship was probably expected. We should have been expecting it, and unfortunately, of course, they weren't disclosing it because, of course, if they're expecting to release it on PC eventually, or other platforms. I think if somebody said it best, if you're expecting for it to be released on a Sony console without any censorship, it's sort of on you.
Yeah.
Admittedly, I have seen people also say that technically is also false advertising, because obviously, you know...
The creator and director said it was going to be like, there was going to be no censorship. Admittedly, a mutual friend of ours was going, oh, it was more than just the, like, graffiti that got censored. It was a couple of outfits, and I'm like, just about everything that I found about the outfits has been deleted by the original poster or has been weirdly copyright struck.
Well, unfortunately, copyright strike doesn't necessarily mean good. Or, oh, this was just lies, because we've seen that tactic multiple times.
Yeah. Because as soon as I saw that, it's like, okay, that doesn't necessarily mean it happened. But at the same time, the factor that it's like, that's a bit suspicious that that would be the case. But when I tried searching for it via other methods, it came up weird in the fact that
A lot of it's self-referential.
a lot of this is like, oh, we found it on this post and this post, which leads back to those same posts that are like, oh, this has been removed. I'm like, and I only found maybe one instance of the screenshot.
It is a simple matter of, like, comparing the pre-release stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because there was a fair amount of that stuff being that. Of course, there's always the good old the warning of this is, you know, pre-release footage. It can change by the time it's delivered, so technically it doesn't count.
Admittedly, it's like somebody checked their physical copy that got to them early, supposedly, and the after day one patch, and noticed there was a change. People who pre-ordered were like, wait, that's not... What are you talking about? And it's hard to tell because in the quotations showing that they had. One was like, oh, what the costume currently looks like. And then a picture of the costume in motion from supposedly the demo, slash pre-patch.
I mean, there is a lot of data mining these days, so...
Yeah. I mean, one of the things that's been going around is, like, if you really want to support them, wait for the PC release so that you can... Da-da-da-da-da, and it's like, well, the PC release may not... It may include the Sony change to it, because Sony may still be the publisher.
The publisher? Yeah.
Because Shift Up is the developer.
Yeah, it's also a question of, you know, how long the contract is and what the terms and conditions are.
Yeah. Actually... And I will state that I did actually play the Sandland demo. I am not a fan of some of the, like, the vehicle combat, but that's because it's like, well, they did give you all 3 vehicle types to work with. Tank controlled like a tank, including slow turning radius and, quite literally like, oh shit.
Well, I mean, first of all, I can't help but think that it's probably has some RPG mechanics. So maybe the reason why it feels so crappy at the beginning is because, well, that's at the beginning without any upgrades and other stuff.
They did give you enough to get a feel for the actual RPG mechanics.
Yeah.
It's just that, the fastest form of travel is going to be the motorcycle. Which, as far as I could tell, most weaponry are going to be forward-facing. And you're going to have to do the typical sweep in, sweep across them, while basically playing chicken, and then veer off at the final second. I am garbage at that.
Yeah. Well, there's also the fact that if I remember the manga correctly, the tank fighting was a lot more technical than, you know, at least felt like it was more technical than, you know...
It felt like actual tank fighting it, versus, let's say...
Well, the idea is that the tank isn't necessarily just, oh, I can... It's not a superpower, if you think of it like that.
Yeah. The tank... there are certain kind of, like... I wouldn't put it as, like, the whole rock, paper, scissors thing of motorcycle beats cavalry. No, it's like, this weapon works best against these types of targets. And yes, the tank is kind of powerful, but the problem is it's slow moving. Its reload is is also slow on top of it being slow. Whereas the mecha, you can literally just equip a punching glove and go to town. The only problem is the mecha is not as has much more utility as kind of like
Exploration.
in exploration because it has a hover to it, so it gets over small gaps, which they do mention that potentially you can actually get better jump jets or thrusters to go over longer gaps, which you do see a bit of that. The motorcycle is actually way better if you can get a ramp started. But that is also, it's the motorcycle, which means it operates like a motorcycle. You can do tight turns, but at the same time, you're probably going to be drifting on the sand. I would say tank is good for combat in a specific fashion in that tank can take care of heavy targets, like the mecha or flying gun platforms or other tanks. Because the tank can be retreating and still firing at you. As for, like, hand-to-hand, it's action RPG-ish. So, you have light and heavy and defense.
It's a practical system, nothing particularly special.
Nothing special. There is also a thirst mechanic, which, okay, cool, actually. Good way of because that's basically how you're going to be limiting your characters from moving around from like starting area to like end area, is that like, well, they have to have enough water to reach that point, which that's also a major plot point that was both in the manga and did kind of go like, hey, this is the whole purpose of this quest, is like we're trying to find a watering hole for the demon village. Or was it the demon village or just the old man's village?
The demon's village, because remember, he is supposed to be the prince, and he's supposed to be taking care of them.
Yeah.
But it is sort of like, yeah, the remnants of the Demon King's army is like literally only that village, or something like that. I forget the entire plot line, but
yeah, it's been a long time since I read it. But no, when Eddie brought up like, hey, what game should we do after? It's like, what should we do after like Elden Ring? And my thoughts were like, hey, how about we do, Sandland, because that's a good tribute to Akira Toriyama. And he was like, that's not half bad. Because the other option was Stellar Blade, and I'm like, well, I would like to endorse Stellar Blade. I feel like I'd rather go with Sandland, just so that, hey, we get
something different from the usual stuff.
It's something different, and I don't have to suffer through Eddie's abysmal action RPG handling.
He's not that bad. Unless you want to call Doom an action RPG.
I mean, you can. Just like how you can call Doom a point-and-click adventure game. Which, I don't... It's like, well, I cannot honestly say for myself, since I do actually own both 2016 and... Eternal. Okay. I'm also the type that's like, let me try on normal first before trying harder difficulties. Jesus. But I think Elden Ring is going to be after Doom Eternal, because that's...
Well, he wanted to do that before, well, no, well, isn't it, like, next month?
I think so?
Or is it, like, the month after that? Because we know it's a week before Final Fantasy XIV's new expansion drops.
It's probably next month, because 14, I think, is June? God, these skull deers. They look more like golden skeletons than that. But yeah, the only big ticket item in this dungeon was the meteor spell. Why would you... Jesus, Bob is so low. Alright, spell. And, well, we saw this one before. This is technically the boss, which is Ghidra. That'll...
Ghidra. Not meant to be mistaken for Ghidorah.
Ghidra. Meteor! Paragas. Thank God. Oh shit. Kaylee, no!
Wait, what?
What happened?
I'm just checking something that FGO JP
Uh-huh.
just released some pretty hype servants.
Oh, you're talking about that.
Well, I'm talking about the fact that they're making a crossover with uh, the one VN that they just it's not just remade, but I know they redid it some years ago, but still. I forgot the name of it. It's actually on sale right now on Steam. Oh, Witch on the Holy Night.
Which... And I died to the boss! Actually, that'll spell... Let me do white on this. Arrow. Oh, God! Meteor! Ah! Oh boy. Go heads down. Dragon heads down. Pulled that off. There we go. Quonk. Defeated the enemy. Now poke tree face with sword. Oh wait, no, that's his face. And that's down, so... I am grateful for your beating those monsters. Allow me to carry you. No! I'm tree, look at all. Ah. Thump, 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 thump. Oh. And now with the monsters out, we can quite literally just... technically scavenge his corpse. Whee! Thump. And yes, I know, technically I could have waited for this moment to get Meteor. Nah. No. Not going to. Meteor is helpful.
Mm-hmm.
I mean... Kaij Temple. Oh, we got the old man here. What do you want? Captain Mac will tell you about the FRG. God damn it, you stole 10 G from me again. Oh no. Also getting the world map up again. Ha. Let me do a quick check just to see if I do have that one. Nope. It is not mentioned on here. I don't know what this serves. Other than, hey, look, we can come over here. Experience. Experience. Town. Oh. Hey, look! The only instance of a chocobo.
You know, that is weird.
I see. I think we're supposed to talk to this old man here. Can we read books?
Progress.
No. Progress. I do like that there's, like, admittedly, a kind of annoying whoosh sound.
Well, how do you know if it wasn't windy enough?
95 GP, I'll stay.
Also chests.
Refreshers and heals.
I'm guessing you're not allowed up here unless you take the...
No, I can.
Oh, okay. Because doesn't that sort of negate the entire point of paying him?
I don't know the point of refreshers, because it's like, well, the heal potions cure any status effect.
Maybe refreshers do the same, just lesser degree.
Possibly. Can't just go out and play in this wind. I love climbing on the roof, but in this wind, no way. Huh, can't teleport there. And I think there was some weird bleed over with some of the sprites from 4 in this? Where's Norma? Have you seen her? Who the fuck is Norma? How about buying my Cupid locket for 300 GP? Yeah. Cupid locket. I hope you're happy with the Cupid locket. It's better. It's tier 3 armor that protects against confusion, blind, and mute. So, heck yeah! No longer am I going to be confused. I somehow turned into Kermit the Frog. I'd like to help you explode, but you have enough explosives. Yeah, just about every town has somebody that's willing to sell you explosives and potions.
Because otherwise there's no way to refill.
Otherwise you're just grinding in stuff and... Oh, hey, look. Zoop. What the? A chocobo!
And that's it.
That's it. Windia. Let's not talk to this guy and go into his second story. Heal potions. Look at those gears. I feel like I've seen that in a Final Fantasy, like, either 4 or 5, but 5 had a lot more, you know, ornate.
Maybe it's like a ultimately like reproduction for that.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Excuse me, are you Otto? Later. My daughter, Norma, went up to the tower to the north using my Rainbow Road. Cotton-pended, protected from Nintendo. But the powerful wind from Mount Gale broke the road-making machine. Norma's stuck there until the winds die down. Bob, let's keep going. The Crystal of Wind might be in that mountain. Promise me you'll stop that wind. And we have the Windhole Temple. The Windhole Temple. Heal potion and people wonder why I don't try and, you know, grind out some of these things. It's like, because the brown chests quite literally just respawn. I could technically have 99 cure potions in my inventory if I so wanted it. Mount Gale.
I needed to.
Okay, I think I need to get... I don't need that one. I need Mount Gale. I had that one. Okay, this one's a stupid simple map. And... think maybe this way. Sorry, trying to get the good armor. Although the music is pretty okay for what it is. Oh man, you got vampire bats and gold skellies. Skeleton's weak against arrow? Apparently! Forgot? Okay, this is the one way. Water hag. Thundar. I guess not. Okay. face. Okay. Wait. This map is wrong. I need to get to the other side, but how? And trust me, I've done this before. It's like, but it's not. These are not hard mazes. Oh, wait. Me are dum-dum. Forgot you can move. Oh, hey, what do we have there? Vampire! Not a fangpire. A vampire. We gotta level up for Bob. Oh boy. Oh, that's only... Yeah. No. Get dabbed on, nerds!
Are you talking about the fishmen? The water hags?
I think that's what, Panya the mouse. Hello, Panya. Who's
Are
talking?
you referring to the nerds hosting this stream?
I think you may be talking about the hags. No, I mean y'all. Are we getting dabbed on because of the water hags? Fucking meteor. The cure. No, just cause y'all are y'all. Hurt. Huh.
Y'all, all y'all.
I'm wondering why the chat isn't displaying properly. What?
Twitch wants you to watch an ad even though you're running the stream?
I don't know why. No, it's quite literally like I'm not seeing the actual chat. Show up where it's supposed to. The Apollo Helm, which is the second level 3, which protects against fire. Which that's technically what the Moon Helm did, but it's just got better stats. That's kind of a new sprite there. Okay. Brief moment while I just do a quick check on something.
Mm.
Alright. I may have to reset up chat since the...
Since there's clearly some bugginess going on.
Well, it might be the factor of, like, change of a computer, but I didn't
Yeah,
experience
but
this
it's been a while since you've changed over, haven't you?
Yeah, it's been a while. Just for some reason, it's not showing up on directly on the video feed. Alright. Spell. So you're the one who's draining the Crystal of Wind's power. Oh wait, no. So you're the one
Nah,
who's draining... Nah, it's Pazuzu. But you'll never meet him. Dullahan. And spell, and I think we want to do white. Critical heat. Head boomerang? Thunder beam. I think since I'm gonna try this just briefly to see if here. Nope, I just did stupid. Text with rapier. Yeah. Doomlands. Let's see what meteor does. An arrow? Yeah, okay. No! Head doomerang. This man got off his horse. Head Doomerang. Fire? Item. Strong. Okay. Fire is not it. Lizardo. Spell. Heal yourself, Kaylee. Nope. Defeated by Snowman. Oh, spell. Exit. And the town's no longer windy. Let's go bug the kid on top of the roof. You can see forever. A chocobo. And now let's go talk to Otto. The wind has suddenly stopped. I'll try to make the Rainbow Road. Please don't show us Nintendo. It worked! Otto, we're going to save Norma and the crystal. Wait! In the tower, you'll see switches on even-numbered floors. Flick the switches with your axe. Then the elevator won't go past that floor. Okay. Which means we need that map next. That is that is a rainbow?
I mean, it's the best rainbow they could do on these graphics with these interns.
These interns. Hey, there's this person here. What are you doing here? Are you Norma? I was so afraid no one would need to find me. But now I can go home. Your dad's waiting for you. Well, we saved Norma. Fuck this guy. Oh boy, we got the eyeball sprites. I'm gonna go back and see if Otto has any new dialogue for us. Oh, she's just in the bed. The wind won't stop until you save the crystal of wind. Thank you. Apparently stopping those gears made the Rainbow Bridge made. Let's see here. There's only one thing in here? And that's the technically the best sword in the game? So we've got... Oh, no, there's two things in here. So, okay, we start there. And let's take out one of these guys just so we can take a look and see how things are up. Battle spell arrow on these Garudas. Oh, there's a big guy. Let's just take him out right now. He's right there. I was waiting for you little beasts. Zoop. Zip. Huh? And welcome to the mechanic of this dungeon, which is he will fucking jump floors, and that's the entire thing. Beholders, I think these guys are weak to wind. Oh, shit. Repelled! That's not good. Fusion. And I think this is where the claw starts coming into its own, is the fact that these guys are actually weak to instant death attacks. Which the claw can do. Can't silence me now. Okay, even number of floors. We are now on the 3rd floor. Not here. Manticores. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oops. Hey, we fought this guy before. Can't fucking confuse me, bish! Oh my god. No. That is a garbage fight. Let me... Wait. And not worth it. So... So, this is the gimmick of the tower, is that you have to go up in order to go down and deal with the... the boss. And the only way you get up to the even level floors is basically go to the top of the tower and then come back down the opposite side, essentially. And that's the annoying part, is the fact of getting up. Because the boss will... Doesn't matter. Critical's critical. Haha. No, not Doom! And now that enemy type is there. Fucking arrow these boys. Thanatos. Oop, that was a simple Thanatos. Why'd I do that? Old man. Sorcerer. Ah, don't attack me. I'm immune. Double X. Use the cure. Medibit?
Nothing, just stifling a burp.
Ah. Seventh floor. This is the top floor! No, wizard. God, stop that! Nope. Eat Mega Grenade! Oh, apparently those things are weak against grenades. Not against critical hits, though. Case. Let's see. Trying to see. I think I want this one down. Okay. Also, bit of a save. And now we have the Nagas, which I think... These guys are mostly... flying. That work? Okay, I guess they are weak to flying. And we get the final spell, Flare.
Nothing else?
No, there's one more thing here. I'm just trying to make sure I'm taking the right path to it. Because it is actually... You can actually just do this tower and not get both items.
Well, yeah, that's the idea of optional stuff.
It's kind of like... It's kind of optional, but it's better to actually have it because it's the strongest weapon in the game. Yeah, arrow. Nope. $29. And... Huh, those guys are new. Gargoyles. Weak.
I mean the sprite?
No, they're actually weak to wind, which means they take more damage. That's a heavily guarded chest. We want that chest. Oh wow, they're all weak to... Why is the wind area all weak against it? Such a weird... Eat grenade. And this chest is, no matter which way you're going to have to fight 2 enemies. Feel the wrath of wind! Only one of you can cast Cure, and now you're dead! And we get Excalibur, which just 210, 187, 162. So the Dragon Claw and the Bomb are similar, kind of niche roles, essentially. Maker Grenade is basically an attack all physical. I think it actually has an element of explosion. I might be wrong on that one, but the Dragon Claw, while weak, tends to inflict a lot of status effects. The Giant's Axe is good against, I think it has an element of cleave, whereas Excalibur is just fucking powerful. So, Kaylee. 160. Excalibur. Pretty good. That's the one we need. That's the one we need to take care of. But we have both the items, and now we're just... Oh boy. I need to heal Kaylee. No, no. And I think I'm gonna try and beat this dungeon tonight, just so that that we're not, like, wasting time trying to go through this dungeon again. Oh, wow. Seriously, is everything in this tower weak against wind?
That might be the case.
Uh, hey! Oh, I got a level up. I guess I could go visit him real quick.
Well, considering that we've hit 2 hours, might
Yeah.
make that the last thing.
Well, I want to make the boss fight the final thing, and it's just so I'm not dealing with trying to
Having to go through the entire tower again.
Yeah. Because I have to get him off this floor. Waha! You can't catch me! Vlorp. So, if we tried to basically get to where we see him at, he would just change floors. Now, because I've done some prep work and basically he can't go higher than level 3, we're basically shutting him off because he can only either go to level 1 or level 3. Which I don't think that's going to be the case. And trust me, I hate this tower because of the holders. Because I don't know why, but I felt like they always blinded both my characters. And can't go that way. Yeah. Just to make sure, let's check out fourth floor. Can't be there, so... Ah! I guess I was supposed to... Third floor... I guess I'm either supposed to meet him every odd floor? Which that'd be weird to do? Unless I'm...
I don't know. Maybe you're supposed to...
He's here on the first... He's there on the first floor. They're like a... Playtime's over! Prepare to meet your doom. You can forget about Captain Mac. Huh. Pazuzu. I was not prepared for this. Okay, so, he doesn't have any helpers. Let's check out Flare. Admittedly, we're gonna do Cure real quick. Yee! Yeah, Flare's going to do a fuck ton of damage. But I'm gonna try Arrow real quick, just to see if he's probably weak to it. Yes, he is! Why? Pile driver? Yeah. Oh, shit. Side shield is down. Sky attack. Oh, man. And we defeated Pazuzu. Yeah! The Sky Coin. Eh.
to find a good place to save now.
Yep. Right here. And I will try and figure out what's going on with the chat later on. But, next week, I think we're just going to be continuing from where we left off. Which that's going to be pretty much Doom Eternal on Tuesday. And, well, we didn't have it this Thursday. More multiplayer of Risk of Rain. Yep. Other than that, I'd say, and then probably next week, it will definitely be kind of like the final stream. Because there's really nothing left after this.
Yeah, you've sort of gotten everything, haven't you?
There's the ultimate dungeon after this, really. We've gotten almost every item. I have to double check to find out where because I thought the chest piece was something I got early. So, oh, that's what those are. But let's see here. And obviously I'm missing one final crest. But I've gotten all these all the white spells, all the black spells, and all the wizard spells. Double checking. Okay. Where is that one? That's Final Dungeon. That's Final Dungeon. Okay, so we are actually mostly caught up. We've gotten all the weapons. We've gotten all the spells. Missing 2 pieces of armor, which those will be gotten next week. And sorry for going a little bit over. I wanted to finish out that tower because we were that close. Really. So, other than that, thanks everybody for joining, and we hope to hear from you soon. We do technically have a podcast. There isn't a new podcast this week. We do have our archives that can be found on all major platforms. That's Google, Apple, Spotify. All of the streams are archived, so if you want to play catch up, at least on other better games, not this one necessarily, they are on our YouTube channel. And outside of that, I'd say thanks for joining, and hopefully next week we will finish this out, and from there we'll move on to the next game. And hopefully by that time I will have selected it and gotten everything ready for it. But outside of that, thanks everybody for joining, and good night.
Night, everybody.